In a quiet sunlit forest where the leaves whispered secrets to the wind, there lived a gentle little squirrel. She had soft brown fur, bright, kind eyes, and something unusual tied carefully to her back. A small worn suitcase. Wherever she went, the suitcase went too. Inside it were hundreds of tiny folded papers. Each paper held something she refused to forget. A mistake, a regret, an apology whispered too late or too softly. Whenever someone hurt her, she wrote it down. Whenever she made a mistake, she would close her eyes, whisper "I'm sorry," and place another note inside. She believed this made her better, stronger, kinder. I must remember everything, every feeling matters, even the painful ones. At first the suitcase was light. Just a few memories. Just a few lessons. But days turned into weeks and weeks into months. The papers multiplied. And slowly, quietly, the suitcase became heavy. Very heavy. Her tiny legs began to ache. Her steps slowed. Climbing trees, something she once loved, became almost impossible. She laughed less. Rested more. But still she never let go. These are my lessons. If I drop them, I might become careless, I might hurt someone again. One quiet afternoon, as she struggled along a forest path, she met an old turtle resting beneath a tree. He watched her carefully, with calm, knowing eyes. "Little one, why do you walk as if you're carrying the whole world?" The squirrel smiled, tired but proud. "Because I am. This suitcase holds all my memories, all my mistakes, all my apologies." The turtle nodded slowly. Then he asked one simple question. "Have you forgiven yourself?" The squirrel froze. Her smile faded. Forgiven herself? She had never thought about that. That night the forest grew dark. Clouds covered the sky, and soon heavy rain began to fall. The ground turned slippery, cold, unforgiving. The squirrel tried to run for shelter, but the suitcase dragged her down. Her legs trembled. And suddenly, she slipped. The suitcase flew off her back, hit the ground, and burst open. Hundreds of tiny papers scattered into the storm. The wind carried them in every direction. No! But it was useless. Some papers fell into puddles and dissolved. Some disappeared into the night sky. Some were lost between the trees forever. Soon there was nothing left. The suitcase lay empty. The forest went quiet again. The squirrel stood there, breathing heavily. Alone. For the first time in a long time, her back felt light. She took a step. Then another. No weight. No pulling. No pain. She looked up. The trees seemed taller. The air felt softer. And something unexpected happened. She smiled. A real smile. Days passed. The squirrel didn't collect papers anymore. She still made mistakes. She still felt deeply. But now she paused. She learned. She said "I'm sorry" when she needed to, and then she let it go. One morning the old turtle returned. But this time he didn't see a tired squirrel dragging a burden. He saw her leaping from branch to branch, dancing with the wind. Alive again. "You've changed." The squirrel nodded. "I still remember, but I no longer carry." "You carry your home, I was carrying my pain." The turtle smiled. "Some things are meant to be carried, but not everything helps us grow." The squirrel looked up at the sky. For the first time she understood. Holding on to every mistake, every guilt, every regret doesn't make you wiser. It only makes you tired. Real growth begins the moment you choose to forgive yourself. You don't have to forget what happened. But you do have to stop carrying what's no longer helping you move forward. So learn. Apologize. Grow. And then let it go. Because life was never meant to be carried like a burden. It was meant to be lived freely.